Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video we're going to be trying Guy Tang's new color remover called Striptease. When I heard about this launching, I got so many DMs, so many tagged comments on his videos. You guys were asking me to try it, and of course, as soon as it launched in May, I went ahead and ordered it, and it just came in the mail yesterday, so we're going to go ahead and try it for you guys. This seems to be a miracle worker. From the videos Guy Tang has posted, it has removed every single color he's tried flawlessly. Now, I will say most color removers are developed to work best on the color line that it's partnered with. So for instance, Guy Tang's color remover is obviously going to work best at removing colors from his color line. Same thing with Pulp Riot. Their blank canvas is going to work best on removing Pulp Riot shades. Today, I'm really going to test this product because I'm going to try removing colors that are not from Guy Tang, and I'm going to be trying to remove every single color of the rainbow. Now, unfortunately, I'm not in the process of changing my hair color, so I don't need to use Striptease on my own hair. So I have these extensions, and I need some of this color at the top to be removed. So we're going to be trying this on these extensions today, from here down. So we're literally going to be trying it on black as well as all of these different shades. Even though I'm not using this on my hair today, I'm definitely going to use it on myself in the future. I like trying products on myself better. My hair is just not in the state to be able to use this on myself, and also I'm not trying to remove colors, but definitely this summer I will be using this on myself to try and remove shades. So let me read you the instructions and we'll go ahead and mix it up. I'm gonna set up a second camera so you guys can see everything that's going on. So you're supposed to mix 28 grams of Striptease plus 84 grams of 10 or 20 volume developer. So this is a 1:3 ratio, and you can apply it on damp or dry hair, and you can process anywhere from 5 to 45 minutes to remove unwanted direct dye pigments and help protect the integrity of the hair. Pretty simple, pretty easy, 1:3 ratio. You can use 10 or 20 volume developer, leave it on anywhere from 5 to 45 minutes. I'm going to use 20 volume developer today because I want to give this the best chance of working. If I use 10 volume developer and apply it on damp hair, it's not going to work as well as if I use 20 volume developer and I apply it for a longer recommended time. We're going to see if this dissolves the hair color right before our eyes, just like I've seen it do in Guy Tang's videos. I love Guy Tang, by the way. He is one of the most genuinely sweet people I have ever talked to and known in my life. He is so down to earth, so humble. He's just one of the best people I've ever met in the hair industry. I haven't met him in person. I've DM'd him a couple times, but just from watching him, you can tell he is just so genuine and so open with his emotions, his past. He's just a very, very genuine person, and I can definitely feel that. And you guys have asked me to try his hair color line. I will definitely try that in the future. Let me set up my second camera, and we'll start mixing it and applying it to these extensions. Here is the Guy Tang Striptease. We're gonna go ahead and do 28 grams of this. Okay. Go ahead and do 28 grams here. Okay. And I'm going to be using my Schwarzkopf Blonde Me 20 volume developer. Now, it did recommend you use Guy Tang's developer, but I don't have his developer, and developer should be pretty universal. So I'm going to use this professional 20 volume developer. Okay, now we do 84 grams of the 20 volume. This developer is really conditioning, so I think it will work well with this remover. So let's go ahead and mix this up with my whisk. So as you guys saw, I have the product mixed up, and most of the time color removers that look like this, that are powder, and that remove color really well, like we've seen in the video, are bleach based. So you know it's going to damage your hair more significantly than something like Color Oops or a vitamin C treatment or something like that. When I mix up Joico color remover or Pulp Riot blank canvas, it smells very strongly like bleach. So I know that it's a bleach-based color remover. So I decided to take a whiff of this, and it does not smell like bleach at all. Not even slightly like bleach. It's not strong. It doesn't have a powerful fragrance. It does not smell like bleach in the slightest. So that's a good sign for me. I definitely would feel a lot more comfortable using this on my own hair now. So maybe I'll use this sooner than I was intending on my hair, so that way I can try it for you guys. We'll see how my extensions feel after I apply it. So now that we have this mixed, I'm gonna go ahead and put my extensions on my table and we're gonna start removing some of that color and let's see how quickly it removes. In his videos, it removed the color very quickly, so let's hope it does the same for my extensions. So I have this weft that I need to remove. I have this weft that needs to be removed, and then just over through this area, I need some of that color to be removed. So we only have 3 wefts and I don't have to remove color on the whole thing. I only have to remove color to about down here, so like this area right here. So this will be a really good indication of how well it works because I'm only going to be applying it like down to here. So there'll be a harsh line of what the colors used to look like and what they look like now. It'll be a good representation of what colors this remover works best on and what colors it has a harder time removing. So let's go ahead and start applying to these wefts. Okay, let's begin this process. Go ahead and take the color remover. Still doesn't smell like bleach at all. And let's start removing this and see how quickly it gets rid of some of these colors. Also, another thing that I'm going to be watching for is if it makes any of these shades turn a different, weird, or funky color that it wasn't before. A lot of the time, I have had problems when I try and remove color. It turns a crazy different color. Like with purples, sometimes it turns green. With pinks, it'll turn blue. Like there's just a lot of random weird things that can happen when you put color remover on semi-permanent vivid colors. So I'm gonna be watching today and seeing if any of these turn a weird color. I have really high hopes for this because Guy Tang is a miracle worker. So I have full faith that he's formulated a product that is absolutely amazing. So let's see. I have to make sure and really separate these wefts, penetrate the color, try and work it in there and get it all removed. These extensions have never been washed before, so the color is super vibrant. It's not dulled down in the slightest. I just dyed these and never got the chance to wash them yet. Let me go through and separate the hair really good, make sure I've got everything completely saturated. If this removes blue, it will be a miracle. Just really making sure to separate this hair right here. And okay, so the purple is now silver that quickly. It's been less than 5 minutes and the purple has turned silver. And the purple I used on this weft normally turns green, and it hasn't turned green yet using this color remover. In the past, when I've tried removing this particular shade of purple, it always turns green or blue, and I don't see that happening. It's turning like a really nice gray color. So I am very excited and I'm having high hopes. The green kind of looks like it's starting to turn yellow. The yellow is fading a little bit. All right, let me set this weft aside and we'll move on to the next one. I'll have to apply the product on the front and back of this weft. I should have applied a line right here so we could see a very distinct difference between the old color and the color remover. That's okay. We'll be able to see a big difference. I think when he was trying to remove red dye, he put it under heat, which the instructions don't say anything about putting it under heat and that it's okay to do that. Obviously, he knows his own product the best, but red is a tricky color to remove, and I'm pretty sure if I remember in that video, he applied heat on the hair for like 5 minutes or something like that just to kick it up a notch and help that red remove out of the hair. Also, it doesn't matter if I get any down here. I'm going to be redying this whole entire weft. This product feels really smooth too. It's not gritty at all. It kind of just feels like a normal hair color instead of a bleach. It's just so smooth. It's easy to apply. It's easy to saturate and work into the hair. It doesn't smell or have a harsh fragrance at all. This might be my new go-to color remover if it doesn't damage the hair. Just going back through and separating the hair really good, making sure I'm working the product in. This weft is now done. I'll put it with the other one, and we only have one more small section to do. This weft I have used color remover on 2 different times, which is why the colors are faded. I've tried several other color removers on this, and it's made the hair feel pretty damaged. So it'll be a true test if this product does damage the hair or not, because this weft is already not in the best of shape. So if it comes out and the weft doesn't feel any different and it didn't do any extra damage, I will be so impressed and I will praise this product to the fullest. So with this already faded color, you can see it already starting to remove. You can see right down here on the ends, it's already like a salmon color. I can already see this pinkish red color starting to come out of the hair. I am actually gonna go ahead and do this one too. It's a little dingy here at the top, and the color I wanna put over it won't look good if it's this dingy, so we shall see. Oh wow, this is removing blue and green so easily. This at the top here is already like a blonde color compared to this down here. Do you guys see this? Oh my gosh, this is like straight blonde already compared to this, and this blue is now blonde up at the top. Look how quickly that removed, literally less than 2 minutes. So what I've learned so far is on faded color, it works a lot faster, a lot more efficiently. With more vivid bright colors, it's gonna take a little bit longer for those colors to be removed. I'm gonna set a timer for 45 minutes. I hope I won't have to leave it on that long, but that will be the max timer. I'm gonna periodically check on it every 10 minutes to see how the color is lifting. Remember, the color is very, very vibrant and neon. It's never been washed, so there is a lot of pigment on the hair. So it's probably gonna take a little bit longer than 5-10 minutes. So I'm gonna set my timer for 45 minutes, let these process, and I'll be back to show you the finished result. Okay, I am back. I let it process for the full 45 minutes. Some of the colors were ready after 10 minutes to be rinsed, but because they were all in one weft, I just decided to let them sit the full recommended 45 minutes. And let me show you the outcome of this, you guys. Ready? Look at how good this color remover is. I cannot believe it literally removed every single color. The only color it had difficulty removing was the orange and the black. And you can see at the top here where the black was removed, it's like a pinkish color. That's the color that was underneath the black. So I just put a black strip over pink color that was there. So that pink you're seeing come through is underneath the black. So the only colors it did not remove is the orange and the pink. But other than that, look at how white and nice it removed the colors. Like every single shade. I cannot believe how good this worked. I was not expecting to get this nice and even of a lift. And it doesn't feel super damaged. Like if your hair is really, really damaged, maybe try diluting it or doing a different method with the product. But for the most part, the hair feels and looks completely fine. I cannot believe how good it lifted this out. Let me show you the other wefts. Here is the other weft. So you can see again, the orange is the only shade that it had some trouble removing. Other than that, all the other colors came out so nicely. Look at this one. This one had blue, green, and yellow on it, and it removed all the rest of the colors. So now it's nice and platinum blonde up here. And then this weft had yellow, orange, and pink. And as you can see, it did fade it, but it didn't remove it completely. I think it depends on what brand you used. With this bigger weft, when I dyed it, I used a lot of different brands, and I noticed the more thick and condition based the color is, the easier this is at removing things. The thinner consistency dyes are a little bit more difficult to remove, but it did a flawless job at removing this. I honestly think this is probably the best color remover I've ever used. Especially for salons and professional hairstylists, this is a game changer. I DM'd Guy Tang on Instagram telling him that I'm filming with Striptease and I'm trying it, and I told him how I loved it and amazing it works. And he did give some alternative mixing ratios and some other things you can do using Striptease, so I definitely wanted to share that with you guys. He said you can apply it to damp hair. You can also mix it with 6 volume for more gentle of a lift. So on the bottle it says 10 or 20 volume, but he's saying you can also use 6 volume if your hair is damaged and you want it to be a little bit more gentle. So if I use this on myself, we'll probably try it with a 6 volume developer. He also said you can mix it 1:4 ratio or 1:5 ratio if you want the product to be extra gentle. So those are some tips directly from Guy Tang. If your hair is damaged but you still want to remove color, try mixing it at a higher ratio. So those are awesome tips that I wanted to include for you guys in the video. In the future, when I use this on myself, I will definitely try those tips he mentioned, applying it on damp hair, 6 volume, and mixing it 1:4 or 1:5 ratio. I'm just blown away at how well this works. Like every color. I don't know if you guys understand how amazing that is. And for the hair not to feel super damaged, for the product not to have a super strong smell to it, for the color to lift so quickly, I have not seen a color remover that works this well, especially at blues, greens, and yellows. It literally took it back to white, which is very, very difficult to do. And I've only ever found a very strong color remover that works this well. So to find a color remover that works as well as a super strong damaging one, but you get the same results, I'm definitely going to use this in the future. Also, this wasn't that expensive. I ordered it directly from his website and it was $22.99. $22 for this huge bottle, and I didn't use very much product at all. It's still super full. When you're mixing it with more developer, like a 1-to-4 ratio, you're obviously not going to use as much product, so it's going to last a lot longer versus using a color remover that's mixed 1-to-1 ratio or 1-to-2 ratio. You're going to run through that product a lot quicker. Also, mixing it with 1-to-4 ratio, 1-to-3 ratio makes the product spread a little bit better. It makes it not as thick. If you're mixing something 1-to-1 ratio, it's going to be a little bit thicker, harder to saturate. So it's great that this is 1-to-3, 1-to-5 ratio. So that way it makes the product easier to work with. It was so creamy, and I cannot say enough good things about this. It just blew me out of the water, and I cannot wait to try it on my hair. I definitely think it would work even better on my hair, which is like, how could it work even better? This hair is now like platinum white. But I do think if your hair is orange or one of those more stubborn colors, applying heat to it for like 5 minutes just to give it that warmth will help lift out orange or pink. If you're doing it on your own hair, obviously your body temperature is higher, so it's going to help lift out those colors. So when I do this in the future, I will definitely make sure to film it for you guys and show you guys the results. Like I said, I definitely think it will work better on my hair because I have warmth coming from my scalp that will help lift all the color out. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. I also post up-to-date things going on in my life. For instance, I posted today that I'm using this, and I'll post the results on my Instagram. So if you don't want to wait like a month delayed to see what's currently going on in my life, definitely check out my Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much. And until next time, guys, stay weird. Goodbye.